This is very bizarre. Look at all of those lines on that sun. It reminds me of the lines that were on the Soho Lasco C3 that were going vertically, or whatever it is, you all. And they look like ships. They did. Then look at these. This happened today. This happened today. And I don't know. I really, I know that there is some type of force up there. I can feel it. And I'm sure you can feel it too. You can feel it. You can sense it. There's some type of force here around that sun and in our skies, and it's felt around the world. Okay, it is. There's no denying it. The energy field that's coming from this force that is around the sun is very, very powerful. And the sun has been getting hidden every day around 6 something in the morning to 7 something in the morning. Okay, it's like being eclipsed, it's being covered up. And you have to ask yourself, why? Why is it getting covered up? What is there to hide? If there's nothing to hide, then there's no need to cover anything up whatsoever. You know, you can see it for what it is. But since something's getting covered up, then you've got something to hide. There's something up there around the sun, and it's in our skies, you all. It's in our skies, and it's a very powerful force. Just look at this right here. Let me come on over here. Let me bring this up, you all. This is the SDO 304. And by the way, I did manage to find the SDO AIA 171. I think that's what it was, the 171. I've got to come over here, see if I can pull this up on my YouTube channel. Okay, I can pull it up. All right, I can. So let me get this right here. Hello there. Amir, Rebecca, and Bay. Isaacs, hello. So yeah, you all, let's come over here. Let's look at this. So we're looking at the iswa.gsfc.nasa.gov. And I always can tell when I'm being kind of shadow banned because they don't have nobody waiting on me recently. Look, we got a 444. That's lovely. 444. That is lovely, you all. So come on over here. Let me close this out. Let's look at this. Okay, now we're over here. Now we're over here. Look, the SDO AIA 304. Can you see this? Look, here's what I'm going to do. Since it's going to blink, and it's going to blink, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to push that button so you all can see what I'm seeing. Well, I think I'm going to push it because it's going to be blinking, and I don't want it blinking on you. It's not nice to have something blinking in your eyes. I hope this is on me, you all, because there's something strange and bizarre going on up there in the sky. And it's highly, it's not normal. It's not normal at all. Look, did you just see that? Did you just see all of that, you all? I know you saw it. I'm going to see if there's anything else. This is today that the sun did this. That there's something up there. So you can tell they're hiding something. But you know what I'm going to do? Let's see it get through all that right there. So let me just go back. I only want to go back maybe 100 days. 100 frames. See if that 100 frames will give us what we want. Yeah, you see that? To see how wild that is? Watch it. See, look at this. Watch as we go. Like, what is that? What is that? Why do we have these going like this now? I don't think it's really It's not far-fetched to me to think or to even say that these could possibly be ships. It's not too far-fetched for me to say that. It's not. It just isn't. Not at all. Even though they may look like dark lines, they could be great big long ships. So why is this here? And then look down here. Why is that there? Now, if this was just, say this was just interference and stuff, I don't think it would be sporadic like this in certain spots. And I don't think we would have this great big old blocking out. I don't think we would. I don't think we would have just this little bitty one right here, you all. I do not think we would at all. And again, this is today, August the 20th at the SDO AIA 304. Now let's come back up here. We're going to look at this, you all, because something bizarre is happening, and I don't... Look at that. Now the whole 3/4 of it is blacked out. Let's look at this. That whole area right there, and then as we get right here, look at all of this. Do you think this is some kind of here's another thought, some kind of a like frequency, like the sun is being probed, or some type of high band radio signal, some type of signal is being sent. What a signal. You know how they were looking for a signal, trying to get a signal back. Would a signal come back and show up in this type of format also? Would it? Hello there, Apple Brooks. I'm doing good, Mary Honey. Thank you. Yeah, you caught me live. I'm thinking, would a signal from space, this is another theory that just now popped in my mind, would a signal from space come like that, show up, and they'd pick it up with their big antennae? Would it? See, and now we've got this blocked here also. So, I'm sorry. Let's see, look at this. See, this is what I've, would this be kind of like short burst signals? I don't know. Would this be a message, or is this ships? I can tell you one thing that it is. It's very bizarre and it's very strange. It's really, really strange, and there is no notches on these at all. There isn't. They're completely solid. But then look how they're lined up, you all. That's what I don't get. Would it? Yeah. You all, let's just see this. Let's just see if we were to, there's no notches or anything on here. None at all. None. But they're not. There's no spaces. There's no nothing. There's nothing. Nothing right there. But this. So, do we have any experts out there who, if it's not ships, is it some type of signal being picked up, emitted? Is it something like that? Well, yes, the sun is a portal. We've documented ships coming in and out. I've done my fair share of that. All different types of ships. And we know it's not a big old ball of fire at all. It's not, but this right here, you all. And that's not the only product that it's showing up on. See, look at that. This happens around 10. Now, somebody somebody mentioned in the comment section today that the Schumann resonance has been acting kind of strange around 10 o'clock every day. Who was that said that? Somebody said, made a comment today on the on one of the live streams, or on like a video that I uploaded, that the Schumann resonance around 10 o'clock every day has been doing some type of something. is what it's been doing, y'all. I'm going to get a drink of my tea. Oh, it's nice and cold. I love it. I do. Oh my goodness. So just for the sake of it, you all, let me put this back to me. If you're just tuning in, this is really strange. What would signals look like? Well, I'm trying to see what signals from space would look like if they were coming. If we could find any scientific symbols. Well, that's not Musk's satellites, but really, what would a radio like these right here? What would they pick up if anybody studies radio waves? Could that be what's coming in every day also near the sun? Something like that. Transfer satellite and then down to the ground like a binary code. Yeah, because at this point, these things right here they don't look like signals. They don't. Let me just do this, and I'm going to push the button to play. And it's going to, well, it's got to push play first. It's got to quit its blinking, y'all. Let me put this back on me. Okay. So you can see it. Let's see. Did you see what happened? All of it. Well, I only know one type of dance, and it's called the Gina dance. That's right. I'm not one to do a group dance. I'm not. I never did like that. I never liked line dancing or anything like that. I just want to dance the way my body wants to dance. I don't want to dance the way somebody wants me to dance, because then that's not me being creative. It's not. Okay, y'all, we're getting near this. We're getting, see, look at this, how it comes through. Do you think that a signal has come through? Oh, honey, Lindley, honey, we zoomed up really close. There was no breaks in it at all. You can see right here, this is a close-up, no breaks at all in it. If there were some breaks, I would say, well, this is those one things that are lined up. They have the ability to line themselves up, but this isn't that. So there's no breaks in it. Is this where we're at? Yeah. Okay, right here. There's no breaks in it. It's some type of signal is what I think. You think it's a broadcast signal? Okay, you know when you watch television and then all of a sudden you get those lines across it like that? You remember that? The old TVs and the lines would come across because the signal got interrupted by something very powerful. There was an interruption. Something's interrupting. Something up there is so powerful enough, it's interrupting the data feed. Is what I think it is. Let's see. Signal interruption. Signal interruption. Signal interruption on TV, on video or something. Well, that's what this signal interruption right here. Okay, we got something kind of similar right here. Right here, you have signal interruption. Something is interrupting our signals. Okay, you all, what? Oh my gosh, you know, it just come into my mind. You remember that time they interrupted the program? Was it with the War of the Worlds, where they thought the Earth was under attack? This is what this is. The signal is getting interrupted by something very, very powerful. That's what it is. Something very powerful up there interrupting the signal. Wow. What could be powerful enough to do that, you all? Really, because that's NASA's product right there. That is NASA's product that's getting interrupted. And someone said didn't someone say the Schumann resonance had a very strange binary something? Yeah, Kimberly. What was the name of it? Was it the War of the Worlds? Oh. Yeah, message or CERN. Yeah, that's what it was. The War of the Worlds radio broadcast causes panic. On Sunday, October the 30th, 1938, millions of radio listeners were shocked when the radio news alerts announced the arrival of Martians. They panicked when they learned of the Martians' ferocious and unseemingly unstoppable attack on Earth. Many ran out of their homes screaming, while others packed up their cars and fled. Packed up their cars and fled. By Orson Welles. Orson Welles. Was the War of the Worlds radio broadcast an early deep fake? First serialized in 1897 as a real-time attack on the United States by the Martians. We're going to put this in here, you all. We're going to go somewhere. I think we're going somewhere with this. I really think we are. A War of the Worlds. Right there. War of the Worlds. Let's look at this. Can we go there? Space.com. Like a dry run. You think it was like a dry run? Let's do this too. Well, I can do this, you all. This is for their podcast. It's coming over here. I'm sorry, I keep coming back in here. You think, Gina, honey, will you please stop it? Stop doing it, Gina, honey. Well, I just want to do this. I want to see this. So, was the War of the Worlds radio broadcast an early deep fake? Look when they published this on October the 29th of 2021. We're in August. Next month is September. And then comes, stretch my legs out. Then comes October. A new podcast argues that the 1938 Martian invasion story foreshadowed the problems of media creation today. Well, I don't understand that. Did H.G. Wells, oh no, I'm thinking of George Orwell or something like that. Also, how close was the infamous War of the Worlds to a modern deep fake? A new podcast narrated was a very early example of synthetic media, also known as a deep fake. Deep fakes are images or videos manipulated in such a way to appear real, often without warning the viewer about the manipulation, and they represent only one way in which the information can be changed from a particular purpose. The new podcast, which drops October the 30th, will open for season 2 of the We Interrupt This podcast docuseries, and you can download the broadcasts narrated by NBC in 2008. You all, they're going to do a repeat. They're going to look at that. Present the Orson Welles and the Mercury Theater, the Heir of the Worlds, European nation states, the rise of anti-Semitism, other issues playing a key role, Snopes, Smithsonian. All of that, the Guide of Michigan, who created this algorithm, an individual, why did they make it, who is the message for, what technique. So, okay, this is a War of the World, you also, we saw that, but really, a signal is interrupting it. I think that they do have a signal. Do you think they have it? Some type of a signal. Hello there, Jay Jocelyn. War of the Worlds, radio, let's see, how can we do this? A NASA signal from space. Interruption. Let's see if we can get something on here. Interruption of Voyager 2 to telemetry signal with the JPL NASA.gov. They experience an interruption. Wonder if it shows what the interruption looked like. It shows the Voyager against a backdrop of stars. How long ago was that? That's 1989. Okay, so we're not going to see it, but they do get twin NASA satellites to study a signal disruption from space. That's in 2019, you all. So they are experiencing signal disruptions. They're puzzled by mysterious signals from Voyager's space probe. Mysterious signal tracked to an unexpected location. And now it seems like it's here. It really does. It seems like it's here. This signal is here, you all. And they're picking it up around the sun. Look at, oh my gosh, look at that. That looks really wild right there in the center. Solar flare timeline. That can fry your stuff. So let's get back to this main thing. Okay, we done looked too much at that. So let's look at this. So this is a signal. Right here, something is interrupting their signals. And this is at 9 in the morning. I don't think we saw a 7 in the morning or 6 in the morning this time. Well, yes, we did. Because I think it's, see, if I was to go back, let me do this, you all, because if I was to go back, let me just go back 150, because it's still happening on. The sun is getting covered up. The sun is still getting covered up in the morning times around the 6-hour time frame to 7-something time frame every morning. There's something out there is what's happening. Something is definitely out there. That was a very short one. Very short one, you all. See it? 7 in the morning. 6:54. 6:51. It didn't go all the way, but let's look at this. It didn't go all the way. Watch it. It's like slowly. Let's get this in here right, you all. Like slowly. Something is covering the sun every morning around this time frame. Now let me just say this. Can I say this? This cannot possibly be somebody on the other end messing with the camera. Based on the shadowing that's on this product right here, no, somebody is not doing that. That is happening around the sun because of the shadowing. It's too, look at this, you all. No, somebody isn't doing it with a lens. Look at this. Look at this right here. Something is up there causing this. It's causing it. Somebody ain't doing it. It's something that's causing it, slowly, like eclipsing it. And in this instance right here, something is eclipsing the sun. Something massive up there, or you wouldn't have that shadowing, is what's happening. That's what it looks like, because it's slowly on there. It's coming from up here. It looks like it's kind of like maybe like that. It's not straight across, but then look what happens. And it goes down, and it's the same time span. It's been happening in the morning times. It's almost went to the bottom. It's going back up, and I apologize for its blinking. See, look at that. Look at that up there, you all. Just like that. There is something up there, something quite massive, and they're having to cover up a lot of stuff, whatever it is that's up there. Let me set up straight. I had a neighbor. She was a sweet neighbor when I moved here. Her name is Rosemary. She was around 80-something years old, and I would go sit down on her swing down there with her and talk to her. She goes, "We're peaceful people." And she would say, "I've always set up straight." And she would. 80 years old, still sitting up completely straight. Isn't it funny how you remember the things people say? I always sit up straight. Yeah, I love that lady. She has since passed. She was a sweetheart. She really was. So let's look at this, you all. So something's causing it. Let's go like this. Something is up there. They're covering it up. Let's do it again. You don't just do that just to do it. Think, oh, I think I'm going to cover up this region of the sun or this area of the sun because, well, I think I want to. No, now see, look at this. Look how it's coming down. Wait a minute. You know what just popped in my mind? The black cloud. Remember the NIH? Was it the NIH? Say that they would not discount the possibility of Q or the black cloud. They would not. Do you remember that? They specifically spoke of it. And they would not discount it. Yeah, let's see if we're going to get to it. See, we got this. And what if there is a dark cloud up there and it's dark plasma? It's a dark entity up there in the sky, an intelligent species. What if it is? Okay, now look up here at the top. Right up here too. This is some kind of signal, is what it is. Some kind of signal, and something's here. Something's here, and they know something's here. That's what I'm gathering. It's here in the sky. NASA knows it's here. I think the governments of the world knows it's here. They know it's here. People in the know it's here. And it's a game changer, is what it is. It's a game changer. It's going to bring a lot of change, and it already has, but it's even a bigger type of change than I think what we are going to be thinking is coming. It's a bigger change. Let's look at it again. And it's not going to be what some people think it is either. There's a lot of people speculating. There's lots of theories out there, and there's nothing wrong with theories. There isn't. There's some truth to every one of them, albeit maybe even a slither of truth. But something is way off. Something's here. And it's bringing about a great change, and you can feel the presence of it. You can feel its energy. It's powerful, whatever it is. I wish I could find you all. Do I got this on here? Okay, I think I do. I wish I could find that article about them. What was that? I'm going to see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it, you all. I want to see if I can. Oh my gosh. It was called the like a draconium cloud creature. You all look at this. No, ooh, red corpuscles. I don't want to do that. Iron. No, you all. We don't want to look at some kind of dicuronium cloud creature. Was an intelligent, predatory, non-corporeal life form that fed by forcibly extracting the red corpuscles from iron-based blood until the prey died. It received the name of the most common element it could transform itself into, the element dicuronium, a substance previously only produced in the laboratory, never encountered in the field. It was a cloud creature, you all. I don't think this was the one, but this was a life form from the USS Enterprise. It existed on the borderline state between matter and energy. It could throw itself out of time. It may explain how the creature entered a humanoid body to completely drain it. It had a sickly, sweet odor. Um, its experience, it describes the experiences as intensely cold copper. It likes copper based on copper volcans. You all, where's the one about the black cloud? Okay, because that's the one I want to find, the black cloud. And NASA and the black cloud. The black cloud, a life form. Life form. And NASA and Star Trek. I can't find it. I guess it's not meant, you all. It really isn't meant. Otherwise, I'd be able to find it. I did a video on it anyhow about they would so to be a life form, and it could be up there. It really could be up there, and just have that type of a shape is what it could be. You've been sick. It was a hurdle, pneumonia and fatigue. Pneumonia and fatigue. Okay. Wait, no, that's Star Trek. Look at this, you all. Why would they do this? Look at this. Why would they consult to Star Trek to boldly go into dynamic neuropsychiatry? Why would they do that? The NCBI, National Institute of Health. Why would they? Look at this. Some residents had a black cloud with a black cloud function. I'm not going to put this in here, you all. I'm not. Why would they talk about a black cloud? That sounds really strange, doesn't it? Star Trek NIH Intramural Research Program. How does that have to do with them, you all, really? What's that got to do with them? What happens on Star Trek? Why does the National Institute of Health have to refer back to them? Is there a lot of clues in Star Trek to the types of life forms that are out there, and that's how they tell the people? Is it through Star Trek? It could be. It really could be. And as for this, it does look like a signal, a massive, massive signal that you cannot ignore. And if it's that powerful enough to show up right there in our face, you know that they know that it's out there. They're picking it up themselves. And are you seeing the interference on it? I don't think this is from a solar flare. I don't think the solar flare did it. Somebody said, do you think CERN did it? Well, I don't know if CERN did it. Let's look one place and see what these things are looking at right now, you all. It's giving me a hot flash. I'm having a hot flash, you all. I really am. My goodness gracious. I'm having a hot flash. It's okay. Let me, let me see if I can get down here, you all. Let me try to see if I can get down here. Don't move on me. Y'all, I'm trying to get over here to this map. I want to see there. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, I don't want it. I want to see this, you all. I want you all to see this. We want to look at this. I haven't looked at it in a long time at all. But we want to look at the lines. We want to see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if this has increased any. Get myself off of here. This is what's going on in the air. That's wild. Okay. That's really wild. So there's a lot of interference already, but this has been going on, you all, for it's probably around 3 or 4 months. All of this stuff right here, when I first started documenting it for a long, long time. It doesn't seem to be as intense right now. It was in the wee hours of the mornings. I think it gets even more intense. But I don't think that this is the reason for this. I don't. I think something big is out there, and it's making its presence known, is what I think. It's making its presence known. I know it's here, and I think a lot of you all, I think you know that something's here. Okay, you know it. I know it, and if you are intuitive, an empath or psychic or any of that, you know that something is here, and it's big. It really is, and it's very its energy is so heavy. It's heavy. And its signal is here. If we were to go over to the if we were to go over to right here, if we come over here to the astronomy, if we come over here to this right here, let's see what's going on right here at the observatories. There's not much going on over here right now at all. They don't got their lasers out or anything like that. Of course, this is late in the day, but there's nothing going on over here. Looks like it's all quiet over there at the observatories too. So whatever it is, it's here. It's here, you all. And I'm going to go, and you can go over there and you can look at the NASA product. It's pretty cool. It really is. Let me show you how to get to that one. And when I thought that they took down my favorite one, I had to go to these signets right here. I did. They changed this too, by the way. I had to come over here and see, even these are getting interfered with. I had to come over here and go to this SDO right here. This has the better images on it right here. Let me show you how to navigate this right here. It's on the number 2. Let's see if I got this here. Let me start over because I don't know if I pushed the button. I'm going to push it right now. So I found the one that I thought was gone. When you come over here to the iswa.gsfc, I'm going to put it in here. I'm just going to show you how to navigate it real fast for those who do not know how to navigate it, or perhaps they forgot. You see they dropping this to 158. From 375, they dropping it to half. It's getting broke. That's okay. We're going to come over here, go to this number 2 right here. This is the one you want, the SDOs. You have to click the wave link. And I was looking at the 304 right here. And when you get the 304, it's the red one. The one that I thought was gone forever, well, it was kind of like the AIA 171, but it wasn't that one right there. But anyhow, so I was on the SDO right here. So you can do that. You come over here. It has all the different products. So if you think they're missing like I did, they put them all in one big clunk on the SDOs. And what you do is you drop down this menu, and you can go back 300 frames before the date, and 20 frames per second. And you do this, and it's going to blink, but just let it load is what it's going to do. It's going to blink, so you just let it load. I didn't want you to see it, so once it loads, then you can watch it. But that's how you find that one. And if any other products are missing, that's probably where they'll be at, like right there. And you can see what I saw right like this. Just like this, you all, because it's going on. And the sun's getting covered up every morning. This product is. Something is eclipsing it. And because something's here. Right there. Like, boom. Look how big it is, you all. So all of that, it's a signal. They wanted it. They've got it, you all. They did. And I'm going to go. I'm going to go. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And yeah, something's out there. And it's like right here. Right here. And we just got to wait and see what happens. Thank you for your comments, and thank you, moderators, you all. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.